accord with what your thoughts are as well. And I think ultimately people are, if we go back to square one, people have joined an organisation because they have a particular skill set and looking for a good job. Going back to what Tony was saying, so there's going to be some fundamental shared beliefs there that you can build on in terms of condensing it, distilling it into something that can be shared vision.
Another important thing from my point of view is to look for what's not being said and what's not being understood. Your agency went through a trauma in terms of its leadership, and that may also be influencing. Your organization is going through a merger. That will have all kinds of implications. So there is static on different channels coming into what seems like a simple or straightforward task of doing something, and you've got all this other information out there that's interfering with what's going on. I think it's important to, from my point of view, to say it, declare it. We have been through a big change in our organization, and it affects how we feel about each other, how we work together, how we feel about the organization, and begin to articulate some of that unspoken. It's the elephant in the room kind of thing. So it's important to look at your agency through that lens as part of when you're considering what you want to do in your own particular unit, but to also say, what else is going on around this agency? And it may not be anything, but for your agency, it did go through a trauma. I remember working with an agency, and they called me in to do some strategic planning. And they just organized the 3 agencies together and gone through a bitter strike as a result of putting the 3 agencies together. The time they called me in, they said, we want you to do a strategic plan. Straightforward, you do the analysis, you do the whatever, and away you go. Well, that wasn't going to happen. There was a ton of other stuff going on within that organization that you need to clear out first before you get to anything called strategic planning. So I've experienced that on many occasions, and walking into organizations and what they present you and what's really going on are 2 very different things. And those of you in the room doing consulting know that for sure.
Dean, there's just another comment related to that as well, because I think it's part of the dilemma of